Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 5 by 5 with Zukirat, where you inspire yourself and others to live a happy, healthy, and a peaceful life. 2020 was fraught with change as organizations around the world scrambled to react to the global COVID 19 pandemic that affected companies large and small across every industry. If 2020 taught us anything, it's that the companies that don't transform will get left behind by those that do. So, what would be the challenges for the HR in 2021? Let's look at the top six trends that will dominate human resource sectors in the coming year. Number one, employee well-being will be critical. Prior to pandemic, the news headlines about what makes a great employee experience were dominated by fads like treadmill desks, nap pods, or bring your child to work day for starters. The current phase and post COVID 19 period calls for unprecedented rebuild process. It will be important how HR dispels any fears among the jittery employees on working physically closely with others, as well as to promote both their physical and mental well being to ensure a successful revamp of business operations. Virtual work is here to stay for sure. Earlier, remote working seemed like a luxury that only few companies offered. Most of the time, work from home option was given once or twice a week. However, today many companies have partly and in many cases decided to completely adopt the work culture of remote working. According to Gallup, 65% of the people would prefer to work from home remotely post COVID as well. HR teams are drawing up remote work policies to tackle different work situations in a wide variety of industries. HR technology providers are also gearing up to tackle issues like performance management of virtual employees, assessing payroll information securely online, incorporating leave management functionality, and many more. Switching to remote working has also impacted the mindset of both employers as well as the employees. An important trend that seems to be on the decline is that of the presentism. Previously, many employees would stay on longer at work, well, well beyond their office hours to create a good impression. This approach is on its way out due to remote working. Thirdly, redefining the entire HR would be the thing for 2021. A logical consequence of the increase in at home workers is the push for the HR to rethink many, if not all, of its practices. As such, the shift to remote work has an impact on several other HR trends. Activities like recruiting and onboarding process has forever changed. These activities, as well as performance management and even say exit decisions, have relied on in person conversations previously. HR needs to reinvent the current practices to effectively deal with these situations in the digital world. Similarly, people management is also changing. For managers, it is harder to check on employees whether they are working from home, down the street, or even 1,000 miles away. For HR, it will be harder to keep a finger on the pulse of its workforce. We may have to rely more on technology to keep us connected and updated on employees' productivity. Many companies have already made up an online tools to foster a culture of togetherness despite the physical distance. Virtual happy hours have started to replace after office socialization. Regular departmental check ins have become increasingly important now. In the coming year, we may see companies begin to test additional virtual, structured experiences to stimulate the camaraderie and exploration that was once only possible organically. Demand for the new and emerging skills will rise again. As digital transformation evolves, it's imperative for employees to stay ahead of the learning curve. HR will be at the forefront here. They will have to curate precise development journeys for employees to keep learning. There will be continued emphasis on new age technology skills like AI, ML, that is machine learning, RPA, and edge computing. The future of work will be led by employees' digital capabilities to navigate and maintain seamless contact with the organization's extended ecosystem, which includes clients, partners, as well as the government authorities. This task too will fall into HR's hand. As virtual learning dominates, the HR will begin to think upon immersive learning platform to make learning and skilling accessible to employees virtually. Focus on employee experience will increase in 2021. In the new normal, the foremost task will be to further build a culture of inclusion and harmony. As employees transition to newer roles, they will deal with new ways of collaboration and processes. A key HR goal will be to build integrated cultures that redefine employee experience, especially in a remote working scenario, to build trust and emotional intelligence. As remote work is here to stay for a longer period, even permanently in some situations or organizations, there will be great emphasis on the trust element precisely. Collaboration will be more imperative as physical engagement reduces. Thereby, trust will become the crucial element for engaging the employees and will have to work towards the building the trust factor. Automation and data analytics will play a big role in 2021. HR as a function will continue to build on automation across the employee life cycle. Over the years, HR has become more agile in using the data to analyze employees' experience and to make better decisions. Going forward, we will see a high level focus on managing and organizing such data and therefore high impact to the data governance. As organizations continue to function remotely and with new goals, there is a need to help employees in day to day functioning. HR leaders will have to respond to these disruptions in an agile manner by utilizing automation to the fullest to balance needs of the organization and of the employees to build a resilient and sustainable future. Today, HR is at the crossroad and forefront of ensuring business continuity while maintaining the smooth functioning of operations, as well as being closely involved in driving business along with their respective management teams. The role of HR today has become truly all encompassing. Businesses have realized their success depends on collective well being of their employees. Therefore, the focus on people well being will continue or further rise. With the stars across functions well and truly cut out, 2021 could well be the year of the HR. All right, friends, that's all for today. See you next Wednesday, where we'll be discussing on self motivation. Until then, stay tuned and keep inspiring yourself and others. Bye bye.